Let's talk about parasites. I know, gross.
I am back. What it do, baby?
Parasites are living organisms that need other living organisms like you and me to live and thrive. When you look at the basis of a bunch of different diseases and illnesses, they all have one common denominator: some type of parasite. So today I'm going to give you one of my #1 herbal secrets for destroying parasites. If you want to get to the bottom of this, then make sure you watch until the end of this video. If you are new here to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? I am CynDoll, and I am a licensed and I am a cosmetologist, herbalist, research scientist, and owner of Cynple Apothecary LLC. And just one of many new additions to the apothecary is our beautiful blend of wormwood, clove, and black walnut husk. I know, black walnut husk. Now, how many of you had a mom or dad or a grandma or a grandpa who used to or still does eat walnuts and crack the shells right away like it's nobody's business? Well, let me tell you something. Grandma, grandpa, mama, auntie, and them was on to something. Let's get into it. If you're dealing with bloating, fatigue, unexplained digestive issues, parasites could be the hidden culprit. In a previous video, I broke down Demodex mites, which are a parasite. We're not talking about putting this thing on the scalp. These are all everyday household herbs that most likely you have in your house right now. These parasites that live within the body that overpopulate and go unchecked could lead to a wide range of different health problems. #1 is gonna be clove, and we're gonna call clove the egg destroyer. Clove is one of the most powerful anti-parasitic herbs available. Active compound eugenol is known at being extremely resourceful at killing the eggs of the parasites themselves. So you know, when the little Demodex mites go and they want to lay all of their little eggs when you go to sleep, well, you ingesting something enriched with clove can help you to kill those eggs immediately. Cloves are able to kill the parasite's eggs long before they ever hatch. This makes clove an essential part of any parasite cleanse, preventing a reinfestation of any type of parasite, which will end the life cycle altogether. Some of the key benefits of clove: one, like I said, it kills the parasite's eggs. It's antimicrobial, so it'll prevent a second infestation as long as you make it a part of your regular diet, your regular regimen. And it supports healthy gut health, because the gut is the key to almost everything in the body, especially your hair growth. But we'll talk about that in another video. Next up is going to be wormwood, and we're gonna call wormwood the parasite paralyzer. It paralyzes the parasites. Parasite paralyzer. That I didn't need to. Now, wormwood is known to paralyze and kill adult parasites, so they can no longer hold on to your stomach lining, because most of the time that's where they live. Most of the time that's where they live, especially if you have a pattern of like taking a lot of different types of vitamins, but your diet is still messed up. Sometimes parasites will gain a resistance to certain things, or it just learns to hide within the walls, within the lining. It'll just hold on to the lining of the gut to hide from you. Like, girl, you think you gonna kill somebody, but you're not gonna kill me. I'm getting a ride with, shut this up. It contains these two key constituents which disrupt the parasite's metabolism. This makes it way easier to flush the parasites out of the body, because A, they're paralyzed, so they can't hold on to the stomach lining, and then they're easier to flush out through certain practices that we'll talk about in a second. But Wormwood is the parasite paralyzer. So some of the key benefits, like we said, clove, it kills the babies, but wormwood kills the adult parasites. Number 2 is gonna increase your bowel flow to get rid of some of them little dead little parasites that's going. Okay, they gotta, once you get rid of them, you paralyze them and flush them out, they gotta get out. So it'll increase the flow. I have done a parasite cleanse with this herbal glyceride, and you are not gonna have the runs. It's not like that, but it will make sure that you're able to get them out. Most of the time if you're having a problem going to the bathroom or you're constipated, a lot of times parasites could be one of the number 1 reasons why. Number 3 is supports digestion and gut health. So again, we're gonna get everything going and moving like it's supposed to. It won't make your gut and your bowel overactive, but it'll help things move like normal, like it's supposed to, as it's getting the parasites out. Next up is black walnut husk. What we gonna call black walnut husk? Black walnut hull is the gut cleanser, the ultimate cleanser. And when I say black walnut hull, what am I talking about? Girl, you know how black walnuts come in a shell? I'm talking about the shell that the black walnuts come in. That, yeah. This is a powerful cleansing herb that targets and attacks the parasites, larvae, and the adult parasites. So this one attack the mama and the daddy, okay? It's gonna get the kids, the grandparents, everybody. It's getting everybody can get it. This is a compound that makes your gut unsuitable, like really yucky, and not a good place. Not yucky like in general, but it just makes it a really unfavorable environment for different types of parasites to live. Like this compound makes it so like, we do not want to be up in here. We do not like this. They don't got no chicken. This compound does that to the body's gut. This compound within walnut hull, it does that to the human gut, making it so parasites don't want to come back. It's an unfavorable environment for them. This makes sure that after you flush them out, they are not coming back. As they're going out, you know, they come back as little angels telling all of the future parasites in their lineage, don't go over there. They got that walnut hull in the body. You're not gonna like it over there. So what are some of the benefits of walnut hull? Again, they eliminate the larva and the adult parasite, the mama and the daddy, the sister, brother, and the little cousin, baby sister, Ray with the cleft foot. It cleanses the gut and really intensely supports the detoxification of the liver. And I've talked about that in previous videos, so make sure you check the video in the description box below to learn more about our masterful liver cleanser, chicory root, as well as our Bodak Blue. But I digress. Let's keep going. Its antifungal and antibacterial properties are amazing at making sure you have a balanced gut and a balanced body, overall system all together, because life starts in the gut. But we'll talk about that in the next video. This elixir that Cynple Apothecary now carries contains the perfect balance of wormwood, clove, and walnut hull. Now, on my blog, I have a very detailed breakdown of how to ingest it, perfectly, what measurements you should follow, and the exact amount of time that you should take it, because if you take it longer, it'll do more harm than good. But let's get into that. So for adults, you're going to take a teaspoon of it about 3 times daily before meals, before you eat, not after, not during, before you eat. I would say maybe if you mama or if you cooking, take it about 30 minutes before you eat, or just 30 minutes before you eat in general. For children over 5 years old, be cautious, check with your pediatrician, but you're gonna take 1/4 teaspoon about twice daily. For the best results, take on a empty stomach. So you'll take this 30 minutes before breakfast for your best results, and then of course the other 2 times 30 minutes before you eat. But that's gonna be for the best results at the very beginning of your day, 30 minutes before you eat, because this helps with absorption immediately, like right after you have your morning boo-boo and empty the chute right before you eat. A full cleanse should last 2 to 6 weeks. Now this cleanse is going to last anywhere from 2 to 6 weeks, depending on the severity of the infestation of the parasites that you feel like you may have in the gut, or the imbalance that you may have in the gut. This is how it will go. Weeks 1 through 2, you're going to take the elixir daily. Week 3, you're gonna take a break that 3rd week, because you're trying to prevent resistance. If you take it too much, too repetitively, parasite is a living organism that needs another living organism to live. So if you overload it, it gains a resistance. If it gains a resistance, then it gets even stronger at hiding in your in the lining of the gut. So I need you to be really cautious of that. Again, so week 3, you're going to take a break. You're not going to be doing anything, but you want to make sure daily you're drinking the right amount of water for your body's weight. Week 3, again, that whole week you're not taking anything, and you're not taking the elixir. And then week 4 through 6, you continue, and then you stop. You can resume if needed. Really, after those 2 weeks, you should be good. But if after that 1/3 resting week, you still feel that there's more that you could get out, like you're still kind of like you using the bathrooms a little better, but you feel like you can do better, you feel like you can get off the toilet in a little lesser time, then you can keep going, right? And then, but for sure, after 6 weeks, you're gonna stop. I know it will make sense, like, oh, I'm gonna just take this forever, but no, you don't want to do that, because your body does have parasites and living organisms that it does need. So if you go overboard, you'll cause an imbalance within the body. So check out the blog where I break it down a little bit more, but that's the gist of it. So maximize your cleanse with these following tips. Number 1, you want to drink plenty of water. Water is going to help you to flush out toxins and the dead parasites. Girl, you can't just kill them and then leave them there. Imagine you gotta, if you sweep it up, you gotta get it up with the dustpan, baby. You can't just leave it sitting on the ground. Take fiber like flax seeds or this type of powder. It's amazing because it's gelatinous type of structure, ends up binding to the dead parasites as they're being removed out of the body. So it's freaking amazing. It's a really good 1-2 punch. I know y'all want to put flax seeds in your hair, but girl, you eating flax seeds does 10 times more for the body than you putting it in your hair. Number 3 is going to be supporting your gut with probiotics, in a video coming really soon, and in the video linked in the description box below. I'll let you know my favorite probiotics, so make sure you check that video out. And then make sure you have the type of diet that is going to restore the balance within your body's gut as you're doing this cleanse. Okay, so in this ebook here, I break down all of the different amino acids that go into the gut, that go into the body, creating healthy hair, skin, nails, and so many other things. So make sure you go ahead and download this ebook. Make sure you go ahead and download this ebook over on my website. Girl, I love you. I appreciate it. Link in the description box for learn. Now, who shouldn't take this? Because there's some people, girl, everybody can't do everything. Nah, and don't be walking around everybody just taking it without looking at the disclaimer. This is my version of hell attention Zoloft users. Number 1, if you are pregnant or breastfeeding, wormwood may be a little bit too strong, so you may not want to do that. And your diet should have been good enough not having parasites while a baby was in there anyway, so you should be fine. If you have liver or kidney disease, you might want to hold off on this because the detoxing properties could be a little too strong for a liver or a kidney that's already kind of compromised. 3, if you got a nut reaction, you may not take this because the black walnut hull most likely is gonna cause some type of nut reaction because it was holding the nuts. That is Lastly, if you take blood thinners, this may not be for you because the clove and the walnut hull may thin out the blood, and too much if you are a person who's on blood thinners, right? If you are ready to get rid of parasites that live within the gut, that slow down your hair growth cycle, that's messing up your skin and making your nails grow real funny, then make sure you check the link in the description box below and shop at the apothecary where we work from the inside out, not the outside in. And I hope we can be friends, girl. Link in the description box below, and until the next video, bye.